All right, so here's the deal, man. You said you wanted the summer series. That's what they said, right? They said
It was said,
They said they wanted the summer series.
Yep, people enjoy it.
Yeah. And you know what? They also said, hey, not only do we want the summer series, but could you give us a real young summer series guest? I mean, like a baby summer series guest. Because let's face it, summer series sometimes guests are a little bit more mature.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what are you saying?
What I'm saying is this: Trey Lathan might go on a limb here, may be the youngest guest ever on Three Guys Before the Game.
He looks like a man to me. I wouldn't call him
What, who you
I don't know if that's right, is it?
Well, give me someone who isn't. Talk to me.
I got to think about it.
How old are you? Like, to this moment, how old are you?
20 years old.
20. 20 years old.
Yeah, but he seems like he's been around.
Well, that's a whole nother thing we're going to get into. Here we go, man. Trey
Lathan.
Lathan.
It's not like he's new.
Well, he's new.
No,
he's
We've
new.
talked about him on this show
I mean, a lot.
a million times.
He's got a big role on this show. He has, because just like Zach Frazier, when we called him out in his true freshman season, we said, guy's going to be a stud. We named him, said he's going to be a freshman All-American. We hit that.
Would have been.
I mean, we talked about Zach. And then All-American.
Zach, yes.
All-American, we say he's going to be an All-American. And he got a heck of a chance to be one of, well, we did that. Well, last year we tagged him. Same deal.
Because, Hoppy, you remember, his name showed up in every scouting report.
Every scouting
What's West Virginia?
report.
Do I get Trey Lathan on pressure against the left tackle and doesn't have any chance?
Yeah.
Yeah, every game.
By the way, if you don't know yet, Trey Lathan of the Mountaineer football team is our special guest. It's episode 551. Three Guys Before the Game is brought to us by Comax Business Systems, keeping West Virginia's business data safe, secure, and efficient for 25 years. For example, when the Mountaineers scouting report is put together for a game, they have to be incredibly careful inside the building when that communication and that information from those computers gets exchanged. You got to keep your data safe. You got to keep it secure. Who do you go to? Well, you go to Comax Business Systems. They're elite, 5-star at maintaining your data and a whole lot more. Three Guys also brought to us by Go-Mart. Go for good times. Go for Go-Mart. We're on the road tomorrow. We're going to stop at every Go-Mart from Morgantown to Charleston tomorrow. Hit every single one.
That might actually be true.
You better leave tonight.
Like normally I'd say unconfirmed. That might be true.
Yeah.
Here's what we're going to do, man. We're going to start.
Gas,
we're going to start with our tank empty of gas, and every Go-Mart we're just going to put $1 in, so we can hit every single Go-Mart. So we get all the way down Charleston. We'll have a full tank.
We need snacks though too.
A lot of snacks. Get yourself a big old 52-pound Dorito, something like that, and a big moon pie.
I'll be riding separately.
Good. Three Guys also brought to us by Lou Wendell Marine Sales in St. Albans. They'll sell family fun. That's what they do. Visit Lou Wendell Marine Sales, premier pontoon boat dealer in the state of West Virginia. You know, Trey is from the state of Florida. He's seen a boat or two in his day. Have you pontooned yet? You ever pontooned?
Yeah, I did.
You have
Coach
pontooned.
Brown's house.
Oh, Coach
on the Cheat Lake.
yeah.
We got a little Cheat Lake pontooning. Yeah. Beautiful out there.
Okay, so like
Beautiful.
So you go over to Neil's house and like he breaks. Who was driving? Did he, like, as the head coach? Did he have to be the captain, or who was the pontoon?
No, he usually have Nick Pareca or Bilal. Bilal usually drives him.
Oh, Bilal does.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know Bilal had nautical skills. So the receivers coach, they send the receivers coach in there. Like, where did Bilal get this? Where's his water background come from? Do you think? From Miami?
Yep, Miami.
All right, good deal. Well, it's great to have
Well,
you
hold
here.
on. Who parks it? Who pulls it back into the dock? Because that's the challenge. The open water's easy. Hop. There's a lot of room to make mistakes. You don't have to pay attention. Pulling it back in is a challenge. Who does that?
They usually do it.
They do it.
Yeah, but they have
And
like
they're
5
okay?
people. Yeah, five people direct them. Turn the
Like like I would imagine Neil would be standing on the dock, like all nervous, so that when they back it in, was he coaching it?
No.
he was fine.
He wasn't even there.
He was
like,
chilled?
Yeah, he was at the top. He's at
Yeah,
the
you
top
don't
of
even
the
want him there. It's his boat. You don't want him looking what happens as you get into the dock.
Little bump
But
here.
you know what's really helpful when you're the one trying to dock? When there's multiple people telling you where you should go and where you should lie. That's really helpful.
Back
The
up,
more
faster,
people yelling
slower.
at you on how to do it, the better.
Yeah.
And it's good to have a crowd there watching you,
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
That's helpful, too, right?
So they don't have it in these pontoons yet, like those big fancy cars that you could parallel park. They don't have that in there.
No, but that needs to come soon. That'd
Yeah.
be nice.
It would be.
Yeah, that is.
Like just shoot some lasers out the front so you know exactly where you're headed.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's an art because you got the wind's moving you, the water's moving. You got to kind of bring it left a little bit and let it slow back.
And it's not like it turns on a dime either.
No, it does not turn on a dime.
So, Trey, you're
skill.
from Florida. Would you consider yourself a water guy? Like you're in the Miami? Are you like that side of the thing?
I love the water.
You love the water.
Yeah, I love going down to the Keys and having a great time down there.
Yeah.
Are
Boat, jet ski,
Jet
ski.
Yeah, jet ski, we tube,
fish?
yeah, spearfishing.
Largo.
Oh, wait, whoa,
spearfishing.
Spearfishing,
Hold on.
really?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
So you,
Yeah.
Okay.
but how big are those that when you do get one? Like how big are those fish? Give me like how big?
Probably like this big. I mean, I don't really go that deep because like I'm also scared of sharks. So I try to stay as close as I can.
Wait a
Just in case.
second.
Well, at least you have the spear.
Wait,
If the shark
wait,
comes, at least you have that.
Wait a
Yeah, but
sec,
once you
wait.
spear the fish, then there's blood,
Yeah.
and the shark's going to be coming.
Well, he's got speed too. Just get out of the water then.
Well, who's faster?
Hey, what's Pro Football Focus have
Shark.
him on shark
On shark
speed?
rating.
Shark. What's his
Go
shark
ahead.
rating?
Efforting. Hold on, efforting.
He's in the 95 percentile of running away from sharks. But just say you're a water
You
guy.
run away. You just
Yeah,
saying
I'm a
fight
water
the
guy.
shark.
I
I
love
don't
the
think you
water.
run away.
That's cool.
Hey, do me a favor. Don't go home this summer and go do that and get bit by a shark and not be available this coming season.
Hey, this guy's got some miles coming under his belt. You ready? This
Yeah.
month?
Yeah.
Germany, London, Paris.
Really?
I mean, the only one we're not saying that one song, London, Paris, Munich, whatever that song was. The only one he's missing is Munich. Yeah.
I'm going to Munich, guys.
Oh, you're going to go to Munich?
Yeah.
There it is.
Busy.
Is that
busy.
just travel? Just,
Oh, for the Chambers League climbers.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Outstanding.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Well
there,
done.
so there's another thing that Neil created that you're going to take advantage of. You take advantage of his boat. You're going to take advantage of his fifth quarter,
Yeah.
and you're taking advantage of his face.
Yes, sir.
So there it is. So it became the biggest story of the spring game. Like people didn't ask after the spring game was over, hey, how'd the offense look? Hey, how'd the defense look? Hey, how was the crowd? Hey, how was Pat McAfee? They just went like, did you see Lathan's Neil Breezy shirt? That's all they talked
They
about.
actually said, how do I get the Neil Breezy
There it
shirt?
is. There it is. Look
That's
at it.
really
Tight
what
shot.
they asked.
Tight shot right there. Go ahead. Move just a little to the side. Well, you move. Go lateral. Go lateral. There you go. Boom.
There you go.
So you created that shirt, and as you could see, it's titled Neil Breezy, and there are 5 photos of the illustrative. Oh, there's
We got
6. I didn't
6.
see the one on the other side. 6 photos of the illustrative head coach of the world champion Mountaineers. I gotta know, man. So, how long ago did this idea pop into your head?
About 2 weeks before the spring game. So we have like a competition about like best dress for the spring game. And I wanted to win best dress for my team. So I thought it would be a funny idea to make just a graphic tee. I mean, I didn't think I was going to win, but I thought it'd be pretty funny just showing up with Coach Brown's face.
Did you tell anybody ahead of time you were doing it, or did you just break it out?
Yeah, I had told Patrick.
Patrick Johnston, who's the man in charge of administration.
Yep.
And so you said, Patrick, I'm going to wear a Neil Breezy
Yeah.
shirt. So Neil doesn't know this.
No, he doesn't.
So this is even good. This is even better. So Saturday you come walking down,
Yeah.
and people go like, "Oh my!" What was the initial reaction from the head coach once he saw you?
Well, he didn't get there. He got there late after the little walkthrough, but he seen it after. I had took a picture with it after. It's the first time he seen it. He was laughing. He was laughing pretty hard.
Yeah. So I asked him about it, and I said, "Now, Neil, did you sign off on your name, image, and your likeness?
Yeah, he's got to get some NIL money
being
out of
used
that.
as- And he gave, you know what he gave me? He gave whatever's for the betterment of the student athlete.
Well said,
That's
Coach.
what he gave. So those are for sale.
Yes.
And so I'm loving your entrepreneurial spirit. So Trey Lathan myshopify.com. Trey Lathan myshopify.com. And business, you don't need to reveal sales numbers at this point, but business has been, we say, brisk. It's been good.
Yeah, it's been pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best. It's the absolute best.
What's that site again?
TreyLathan.myshopify.com. I think you better, I was going to say, limited inventory, get them while they're hot, order them up. My guy's got to go. He's going overseas, processing and packaging. He's got all of his staff. Operators are standing by as we speak. TreyLathan.com, my Shopify, or TreyLathan.myshopify.com. I love it, man.
Appreciate
I love it.
Entrepreneurship's one of your deals, though, right?
Yeah.
You majoring in that, minoring in that?
it. Minor in entrepreneurship, yeah.
Why? How? How'd that become an interest?
Because I wanted to start a trucking business. In high school, when COVID was going on, I had took an economics class, and she was telling us, my teacher, Miss Cuesta, was telling us about boats being like the shipping ports being backed up, and then there was a shortage on drivers. And then I actually have a couple family members who drive, and I was like, man, I love driving, so I was like, that'd be pretty cool. It's $1 billion industry and shortage on them. So like, if football doesn't work out, I think I'm gonna go into it.
Going into the trucking business.
Yep.
When the football thing's over, so wait a second now. Hang on, time out here. You've driven
I've driven before. Yep.
big trucks?
Yeah.
How big?
I've driven a box truck. I want to say an 18-wheeler, but I've driven a box truck before.
So you're going to chart. If you're going to own one of these things, you're going to have to get the CT out. You're going to get you're going to drive
Yes, sir.
rigs.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking at the website. It looks good. And there's a picture of Trey with his shirt on, and also he's there with Neil Brown. And Neil Brown's endorsement. He's endorsing it, right? Yeah, he's endorsing it.
So will there be other items on the Trey Lathan Shopify page?
Of course, I'm gonna actually come out with my own shirts this year for the upcoming season, and then Coach Brown lets me. I'm probably gonna come out with a new design, Neil Breezy shirts.
Ride the hot sellers.
Yeah,
What is Breezy, though? What's Neil Breezy?
it's his last name, but instead of like Chris Brown, how they call him Chris Breezy.
Yeah.
we just took that and just started calling him Neil Breezy.
Neil Breezy.
Yeah.
I mean, does everybody on the team call him Neil Breezy?
We got to
little
clip.
bit.
We got to clip this. Trey explaining to Kercheval
Breezy.
the Breezy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to know that?
Yeah.
No,
Nah, not at your age.
I would have been at your age. No, I would have been
No.
surprised at you if you known.
Yeah, the Breezy.
You guys knew?
Oh, Brian Breezy. Yeah. Yeah, Breezy.
Well documented.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm out of the loop.
Yeah, we're really cool. We're really cool guys. Yeah, really cool. Okay, so there are going to be
Not
other
cool.
items.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you had a heck of a first year, man.
Sorry, thank you.
For like things, well, like we said. Let's kind of jump right in here. True freshmen come in. You learn about this whole world of West Virginia football. I don't need to tell you, there are some differences between Miami and Morgantown.
Yeah.
They both start with M, but other than that, it kind of gets a little bit different.
Yeah.
I looked at your visit list or the places that you took throughout your journey. Michigan offers you.
Yeah.
2020. Arizona State offer. Oregon offer. Mississippi State offer. Virginia, LSU, Akron, Florida A&M, Indiana, Utah State, Maryland, Duke, BC, Pitt. You officially visited Pitt.
I did.
I mean, what in the hell is wrong with you, man?
I did.
They didn't choose him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but now let me ask you this. In hindsight, now that you know what you know, would you have visited? Say
Probably
no.
not. Honestly, probably not.
It's a young man's trying to decide where to go to school.
Well,
He
I
can go
mean-
and visit wherever he wants.
I know. I was just messing with him. Florida.
Yep.
Florida State.
Wow.
You had places to go.
I did.
Okay, so we'd love to know what made you go like, this feels right.
Well, I didn't want to stay home. My mom didn't want me to stay in Miami. She wanted me to get away,
Sure.
start a new life. But so Pitt, I think I got the offer from Pitt before I got to West Virginia, and I was just sort of in contact with them because they'll be frequent throughout my high school. So just like, why not give it a shot? Because
Sure.
at the time I was just looking for a home to go. So I ended up visiting them first.
How did West Virginia get involved with you? What were your first touches by West Virginia?
Well, actually, Coach Trickett had offered me, but I didn't even know I had the offer until like my coach posted it on social media. So I didn't even know about the offer. But Coach Trickett used to just call me after school every day at the same time. This was during COVID.
I remember.
So I was at home. So every day before I go to the gym, he called me at the same time, just checking in with me, seeing how I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Did you know much about West Virginia? Because obviously you've probably learned now that a lot of kids from Florida have been down in that area,
Yeah.
had come to West Virginia. Did you know anything about it, or did Trick have to kind of give you the story and explain it to you?
Nah, he had to give me the story and explain it to me because, to be honest, the only thing I knew about West Virginia is about those Tavon Austin highlights.
There it is,
Austin.
Tavon
There it
Austin
is. It's
highlights.
always Tavon Austin.
Yeah.
It's about the Tavon
Country
Austin.
Roads and Tavon Austin,
Sure.
the two greatest resources of West Virginia.
No question.
So you knew about the tape. You would watch the Tavon tape
Yeah.
and went like, whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, he was a dude.
yeah, he was.
I mean, he was an absolute dude. So they get you to come up here and visit first memories of when you came up? What was it that you enjoyed?
Well, I just enjoyed being around the team. Garrett was my host, so he showed me. I think we went to like a house party. Most of the guys were there, and so bonded with them. And then most of the guys that were in my class at the time were committed, so I got really good connections with them, and it just started from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they gave you a Florida guy in Garrett.
Yeah.
Although obviously he was far north, but they gave you a guy. What surprised you about West Virginia that maybe you didn't expect?
I say the culture. Everybody here is way much different from where I come from. Everybody's nice. They talk to you. I mean, honestly, you don't have people looking at you crazy just because you're walking. But the people here are really nice. Everybody sticks up for each other, and it's just the game days. You can see how everybody comes together, and that's just something I've never seen before.
Yeah.
A lot of breezy people here.
Yeah, yeah.
Very breezy.
Very breezy.
Very,
I'm
very
not sure
breezy.
you used it right, but
Yeah, very,
Oh, wait a minute. No,
Well,
I just looked it up. It says it means literally perfect in every way, shape, or form.
That's why you're Hoppy breezy.
Yeah, no, I'm deeply flawed, but that's another story. Exactly.
You mentioned you during COVID, and you I mean, you were in a really weird situation, like you said. I mean, 20 is COVID's happening, and everything is weird, How did that impact you? I mean, because that's not only for a young guy, but like for everyone, it kind of made us weird. How did that make you feel or change you?
Well, it actually changed my body because during high school I played receiver, so I was like 185, but I was still playing linebacker. I was actually doing pretty good for my size, but during COVID, since I was at home and really wasn't at school, all I did was eat and then work out. So I had gained almost 25 pounds over COVID.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Because I did read you were a receiver, and you still wouldn't mind getting an opportunity to go
Nah, I
catch.
still wouldn't. I need to tell Coach Scott he let me line up.
so you could go both ways. You could be Pac-Man Lathan.
I don't know about all that.
Maybe
man.
one pass pattern. You'd like to get into one pass
drive.
pattern.
I'll tell you one drive.
One drive.
One drive. So also when Green delivers one of those lasers, you can hang on to that.
Of course, yeah. I think I got the best hands on the defensive side.
Excuse me?
Huh? I think I got the best hands.
I mean, Tyron Bradley now had that pick.
Josiah Trotter
He had
the other day.
that one-handed
he
pick.
almost dropped that, but TV, yeah,
Trotter out here catching shrapnel.
Yeah,
Poor
yeah.
Trotter doesn't even know, right? Lathan's on here
he
killing
almost
Trotter.
dropped that. He hit his face, man.
All right, Tyron Bradley, though, man, that
Yeah.
the bowl game pick was pretty good.
Nah, yeah, that was amazing, but I think I still got him, though.
You still got
I
it.
still got him.
So what you're telling us is as the career goes on, we can expect you to make pretty picks.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think I dropped one last year versus Pitt, and then every day on the jug machine, I've been getting 100 passes. I told myself I wasn't gonna drop that again.
I like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
That'd be nice during the season. Like games on the line, Bray drops back in space, puts his eyes on the quarterback's eyes.
Yeah. Picks one and goes
Picks
6.
one.
And we'll come on here and say, as first reported on
As
Three
first
Guys Before the
reported.
Game, Lathan said he's got great hands.
Let's call it right now.
Yeah.
We predict on Three Guys Before the Game a pick 6 for Trey Lathan. First to report. Thank you very much. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Strength-wise, everyone raves about Mike Joseph, WVU's strength guy. How has he and the guys downstairs changed you since you got here?
Well, first, they've been helping me with my flexibility since I got here. In high school, it's not something that I worked on stretching, just went out there and played football. But really changed my body with my flexibility. Every day, he just tells me to get on the hurdles and just really pushes me to be the best player I can. But weights, like the weights, it's a different mentality when you go in there with Mike Joseph. You feel different. You feel like your body's transformed after a couple of days, and he just pushes us to be the best players that we can be.
Mm-hmm. So what has the additional strength and basically retuning your body? What has that done to you as a player?
Well, first, like my pass rush, we were talking about it earlier. It allows me to be more explosive off the ball and actually use my hands when I'm taking on the block or something. But really helped me in that part of my game.
Yeah.
When I was thinking about this, when you're in a game, but leading up to the game, you've practiced, you've watched film, you've been coached. Then you get in the game and you see personnel on the other side of the line. You see their personnel, you see their formation, you see their down and distance. So when the ball is snapped, do you pretty much know what they're going to do?
Yeah, for the most of the time, we go over the scouting reports through the week, and then we look for tendencies throughout the film, and we practice pretty much what we think that we're gonna.
So in the ball snap, do you have a good idea then, or you like got to react?
Yeah, I got a pretty good idea, especially with down and distance. Yeah.
And then it's just a matter of whether you beat the block, whether you win the battle.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Let's talk pass rush for a second. You mentioned that there. We were talking before the show, and we really did last year. In the full 4 games you played, you were right near the top in Big 12, multiple different pass rush categories. More instinctive? Have you had to learn to be a pass rusher? Is that the ball snapped and you're just go get the quarterback? Where did those instincts come from, or has it been honed over your couple of years here?
Well, I had to learn it. Coach Coombs did a pretty good job of me teaching us last year of how to pass rush, but it mainly just came from my D-line doing their job and just opening up those seams for me and just getting back there.
And you just see that hole and say, go, I got it. I'm going. Yeah, which you did.
Yeah.
You did.
Oftentimes we hear the biggest transition from high school to college is just the speed of the game. Was that the biggest, when you stepped on that field for the first time, was that the biggest thing that made you go, wow?
Not necessarily. I think it was just me because it was actually my first time actually trying to learn the defense. It was way much different from high school. So it was like whoa. Like when the picture changed, it was way different than it would be in high school. So I think that was the hardest thing to adjust to when I first got here.
You were pretty much, I'm assuming, in high school, just read and react. Like, where is it? Go attack it and go get it. You guys have gotten better and better. You said this spring that this defense, in your opinion, is going to be better than last year's defense.
Yes, sir.
Why are you saying that?
Because this winter, they really pushed us to compete against each other, and we went against the offense in mat drills. We had mat drills competition. It was every Tuesday and Thursday. And they put up the scores after every day, and we would just go out there and compete and try not to lose. And then you have to hear it in the locker room, you hear it on the field, us talking smack to each other. So that right there, we just took that in the spring ball and tried to dominate our offense every time we went against them.
So you're sensing more competitiveness on the defense.
Yes, sir.
I got you. And then what you said during your press conference a couple of weeks ago was that you didn't have to coach effort.
Yeah.
Last year you felt at times you needed to give guys a boot in the pants to go get it.
Yeah. We used to have to, Coach Leslie, if we weren't doing what we were supposed to do, running to the ball, he used to send us to the line, and we used to have to do gassers. But he used to make, every time he blow the whistle, he used to have to up down. So that would motivate us to run to the ball. So,
that's
so
a long day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll have to do that this year.
That's a long day. He's an interesting dude, isn't he?
Yeah. Yes,
Coach
sir.
Leslie?
Yeah.
Kind of you oftentimes think in football, these really super loud guys.
Yeah.
But he is quiet loud. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. That's him. Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah,
he
that's him.
just kind of he says a lot without saying anything.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he but when he tells us his message, it gets across. But Coach Leslie, he's a really quiet guy, but when he talks, it's really demeaning.
Yeah. So it's the old E.F. Hutton commercial, Hoppy.
Yeah, when
Coach Leslie talks, people listen.
Yeah.
You're one of 6.
Yeah.
One of 6.
Yeah.
Where do you fit?
I'm the third oldest.
You're third oldest?
Yes, sir.
Who dominates when all 6 are together?
I'd probably say my big sister.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my big sister. Yeah, she dominates.
You
she'll tell you what to do?
Yeah. It's always been that way. Yeah, I pretty much say that she raised us sometimes my mom was at home.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You got to have that.
Yeah.
You got to have that. So, but we asked you also before we started the show, no question, you're the elite athlete among the kids.
Of course.
Would they all say that? They all would acknowledge that.
Yeah. I mean, you just look at them and look at me.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Take a shot at them. Anyway, so what would they say you were bad at?
Yeah.
If we said, okay, Trey's the greatest athlete in the family, but Trey can't do fill in the blank.
Sweeper mop.
Sweeper mop.
Yeah, sweeper mop.
Answer that pretty fast.
Yeah. Sweeper mop. Yeah, that's still a struggle to this day.
Well, let me ask you this. Is that the inability to do it or the lack of desire?
I think it's the inability to do it. I try to do it, but it's just
Wait a second. Wait, what do you mean?
Sweep?
You can't sweep? You can't.
Nah, I always.
It's not
You
that
can beat the
hard,
tackle,
Trey. It's
but
not
you
that
can't
hard.
sweep?
No, I always still end up missing spots. It's crazy. I'll try to do it. I'll try to mop and stuff, but I still end up missing
Misses spots.
Yeah.
He's a spot misser.
Yeah.
Are you just doing a bad job? So it's like your sister says, "Okay, give me the mop because you did a
let me
crappy
do it.
job."
Get out of here.
Is that what happens?
No, I'm actually trying to do a good job, but it's just I don't know. I just can't get a hang of it.
All right, let's go back to this trucking business you're going to open up. I find that to be really cool. So here's what intrigued me about that. Very few people your age can take a concept of demand. You're talking about economics, right?
Yeah.
So it's supply and demand.
Yeah.
So you learned supply and demand in economics, and you went like, there's a demand for truck drivers, and the supply is low. So if I fill the need, that would be a successful business.
Yes, sir.
That's exactly what it is, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, I just want to tell you something. That puts you in the 1 percentile of people that understand that, because not a lot of kids get that concept.
Yes, sir.
Like everyone always wants to go out and do their own thing, even though what they're trying to do, people don't want oftentimes.
Yeah, there's some business owners that don't understand.
Yeah,
that concept.
exactly.
Yeah.
The people go into business and they want to make. I'm not going to get a product because then I'll get
careful
attacked.
here. Well, you don't need to get another
Widget.
industry mad at us.
Yeah, exactly.
Just say something generic.
We've had some
Yeah,
issues here,
really.
Trey. But anyway,
Jeez.
let's just say a person wants to go out and make widgets. Are we good with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
But no one really wants the widget.
Yep.
But they want to go into widget business because they like making widgets. Well, guess what happens to their business? Wasn't any demand for it.
Yes, sir.
You're going to go in there and you're going to fill this thing up and go like, people need drivers.
Yes, sir.
By the way, I know a guy that's got a massive business in that field that can help you.
Who?
Who's a huge West Virginia. I'm not going to say his name on the air. Huge West
Let's
Virginia
put them
guy.
together.
Yeah.
Have Trey talk to him.
Huge. Like national. Huge.
Yes, sir.
All right, get on that.
From Randolph County.
But you like to drive too. You
Yeah,
don't
I
want to
like-
just
I
be
like-
the business owner. You
yeah,
want to drive.
I love to drive. Yeah, I want to drive.
You don't mind it.
I don't.
You don't get
mind.
like sleepy.
No. Actually, I just got a car.
I was going to ask you about a car. What are you driving right now?
I got a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
You don't get tired
Yo.
when you drive.
Yeah, but
You're gonna get
I'm
tired
not,
on the way to
he's
Charleston.
like 20 years old. He's not going to get tired. He's drive all night.
Hey, dude, at his age, he has to have a driver. Has to have a driver.
You didn't get tired when you were younger.
Did you see? I just followed you on Twitter. When you put out, say you want one of these, like you want this, the shirt you got on,
Yeah.
63,000 hits.
Views.
He
views.
knows that.
Views.
Yeah.
Nah, he's got people.
He's on it.
Shipping already called him and said shipping and has called him on that, Hoppy. He's got people internationally call him on the fabric content he wants on that shirt because you can't make Neil's head that color unless you got the right fabric on that
It did
thing.
come out nice. Not very
Thank you.
pixelated.
No.
Right? Came out nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, so
Breezy.
now you're driving a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going home. You're gonna go drive that baby to Florida. You're gonna fly back home.
No, I'm flying back, but I actually drove it up here over the break.
How
Oh,
many
really?
hours?
20.
Straight, or did you stop
I
once?
stopped in Atlanta. It's only because I wanted to see Atlanta. It wasn't. I could have made it in a day, but I just wanted to see
You just
Atlanta.
want to see Atlanta.
Where'd you go in Atlanta? Where'd you go? Just through town?
Yeah, just through town, but I had stopped at Lenox Mall just to see what that was talking
Oh, that's
about.
big. That's huge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the traffic's awful in
Yeah,
Atlanta?
yeah, it's terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Like 4 lanes each way, and it's all backed up.
He
It's
doesn't
awful.
care. He's going to drive a truck. He didn't care.
I didn't care.
Goes right through it.
This is good on this trucking deal. This is good, which leads us into you're part of the Chambers Elite Group. Chambers Elite Group at WVU is a fifth quarter program that Neil started. And they get these guys ready to go into the work world after football is over, whenever that may be. And this will be the second year in a row that West Virginia is going overseas. How many guys going? At least
16.
10? 16?
Yes, sir.
Wow, okay, 16. So 16 players go, and you will spend time in Germany. Then you'll break apart, and you'll each go to different places, and then you meet together, and come home. You can't express how important that is, man. Think about this, dude.
That's wonderful.
You're going to be a redshirt freshman or a sophomore in school, and you've already got that international taste. What's that fifth quarter program been like for you?
It's been a great experience so far. I met a lot of great people that I think that I'll probably never met if I wasn't a part of it.
Sure.
But it's been pretty much good so far. They taught us a lot about life valuable lessons. We met a couple people from here about cybersecurity, finances, just how to make a schedule, brand marketing. We met people from influencer and Teamworks and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Just to
Fashion industry,
yep,
right?
fashion, yep.
Yeah.
You went up to UGG,
Yeah.
up in New York. Is that the first time you've been in New York?
No, that was my third time actually, but that was my first time actually like just being there and able to do stuff on my own. I was
Right.
with my parents. Yeah.
So are you a New York guy? Like when you're on the streets and you feel that bounce and you feel that, you like that?
Nah, not really.
Really?
Yeah, nah. It's too crowded for me. I'm like a homebody, so I just like to chill at home. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was a lot of walking too, but I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that may explain why this felt pretty good to you when you got here, because it doesn't have that, the
Yeah.
buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah, the buzz on that thing. So you're going to go to Germany, and then you're going to go to London.
Yes, sir.
Why did you choose London as your weekend trip?
Man, I just growing up, just always seeing those red telephone booths like on the movies and stuff, and then the buses without the top. So I was like,
Double deckers,
Yeah,
the
the
double deckers.
double-deckers, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I gotta experience one of those, especially.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now,
Absolutely.
you know what else is there, dude? They're taxis. Those big, wait till you see those big, huge black taxis.
Yeah.
They're like from here to over to Hoppy. You got to ride in one of those too.
Yes, sir.
So who's going? So when you guys break apart, who's your posse when you're going to London?
Sean Martin,
Sean Martin.
Torrey Simmons,
Mm-hmm.
Jadiel Faferdes, and Jerome Williams.
So 4 defensive guys and 1 offensive guy.
Yes, sir.
So just in case like anything breaks out, you can be well defended.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll cover for Williams. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. And then you leave there and you go to Paris,
Yes, sir.
and that's where you guys are all going to get back together and then come back over here.
Yes, sir.
That's a good hit. Munich, London, Paris.
It is.
That's awesome,
for you.
dude.
Thank you.
That's awesome. All right, let's jump into a little football here. Last season was not the season that you wanted. You showed this, hey, this guy's really going to be good. And then, obviously, you had the injury.
Yes, sir.
And unfortunately, it's part of the game. You know that.
Yes, sir.
And you had hurt your ankle or foot previously.
Yeah.
Right? So you kind of get that part of the business. What did that mentally do to you? You stayed in Fort Worth. You had surgery there. I think it was the TCU team physician, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah.
And they took good care of you.
Yes,
That's gotta wow your world, right? You're out there, you're playing a game, it's a Saturday night, man, it's happening, it's going, and then boom, the injury happens. Next thing, you're on a cart, you're in a hospital. So they come up to you and say, hey, here's what you got.
Yeah.
Was it both bones?
Yeah, both bones.
Both
yeah.
bones.
Yes, sir.
And this is what we're gonna do. I mean, how'd you handle that when you look back on it now?
I mean, I feel like, just being through that process before, at first, like I just cared about my team winning. I didn't really let it faze me, but once I got home and stuff, I hit pretty hard that my season was over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it does, right? You're at that such a level emotionally when you're playing in a game.
Yeah.
And you were watching the game on your phone.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Sean. Sean had a big block.
Yeah, he did.
And the field goal, one of two in that game, and you win that game, and then you go like, okay, now I have to deal with this. What do you think your season would have been had you stayed healthy? Where were you going in your mind?
I was shooting for freshman All-American, and then hopefully, at that time, like I just had a coulda, shoulda, woulda. I think a lot of games would have went different in my opinion, and that's just what I could say now. If I would have played like Houston and all those Oklahoma State games, I think they would have been a different picture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when you're looking at there going like, dude, if I was there, I'm making that one. I'm making that play. That's not happening. I'm going to get that. Yeah.
Are you aware now when you're practicing that, oh, I have this, I got this rod and 4 screws in my leg, or is that in your mind at all?
I mean, not really. I wear a shin guard that helps ease my mind now. So, but at the time before, when I first got back into it, it was pretty in my mind a lot. Mm-hmm. But then things just started feeling better, so it doesn't really bother me.
It doesn't hurt now?
It doesn't hurt.
No?
Yeah.
Are you back early, or did I just misunderstand how long that was going to take? Because I saw you out there during spring practice with no brace or anything, nothing, shin guard you mentioned.
Yeah.
Are you back earlier than what was expected?
Yeah, I'm back earlier than I was expected. My trainers, Zach and Vince, they did a good job. As soon as I got back, I was already rehabbing. I started walking the 3rd day that I got back in town, and they told me stop using my crutches, even though I wanted to, because I thought, man, like my leg needs to heal. But it was like, it's going to heal faster if you just stop limping and actually try to walk on it.
So you just said, okay, I'll follow the plan, and it worked.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Coachable.
Very coachable. Yeah, very coachable.
Follow the plan.
3 guys before the game brought to us special designation brought to us today. In fact, Trey's appearance brought to us by our guy, Fine Looking Phil, at Daniel's Men's Store here in Morgantown. And so we thank Daniel's Men's Store for providing us the opportunity to have Trey with us. So you got outfitted for one of those suits yet over it? Yeah.
Yes, sir, I did.
Does a nice job. So which way did you go on that one? What color did you go with?
For the season, I went with all black with a white shirt, and then for my Chambers League climbers, I did all gray with a white shirt.
Very,
Nice.
very, so
Classic.
very.
Gray
I
and
mean,
black. Very versatile.
You're
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
trying to. A lot of those guys went maroon, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
What do you think of the maroon?
I think I'm gonna go with maroon this year for the season. I think because I already got I got blue, gray, black, and I think that's the only one I'm
You
missing.
got the basics covered.
Yeah, I got the basics. Yeah.
What are your fitting requirements when Phil gets up there? And I love the way because he's got like pins here in that sleeve, and then he goes with those tape measures. Like you want those pants cut a certain way. Like where are you telling him you want those cuffs?
Yeah.
That, like a little bit shorter.
Yeah, not
No?
shorter.
You don't want to show the socks.
No, I don't like. Nah,
Yeah, you don't like that.
That's
That's
not my
not you.
style.
No.
Yeah, but I like them. I kind of like them tight at the bottom, but I don't like them showing. But I like them tight because I like to wear sneakers.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like to wear sneakers, so I like to have them tight at the bottom.
You a
With you.
big sneaker guy?
With you.
Yeah, I am. I have over like 80 pairs.
What about Ren
Oh,
Bake?
excuse me?
I have 80 pairs.
You have 80 pair.
Yeah, that's just here in Morgantown. Though.
All Nike, or do you
Wait, well-
spread it around?
No, I got a plethora of different
Different brands.
different brands. I got a
You
couple
said
designer.
80 here. Are they positioned around the country? I mean, where do you have these?
He's got
sneakers?
warehouses. He's got warehouses.
I got a bookcase. I got 2 bookcases, and I line them up.
How many shoes? So if you were to add everything up, Morgantown, Florida, I'm sure you got some in
Tanzania.
Jackson Hole, Wyoming,
Paris,
and
London.
Paris. Like how many shoes you have?
I say ballpark around like 150. I got a bunch at home that I just didn't bring up with me, and then most of the shoes that I got, I got them here. So
What
All
are
right,
we gonna- we need
of
to-
the 80 you have here, how many are worn on a regular basis? What's the rotation schedule?
so I got a pair Air Prestos. They're off-white Air Prestos. I wear those pretty much like almost every day, but I'd probably say about 12, honestly.
Okay, 12 are in the regular rotation.
Yeah, 12 in the
How
regular
many of the
rotation.
80 are not worn and simply for show?
Oh, well, I plan to eventually wear all of them, but probably about 15 of them. For 15, I got a lot of Air Forces. I'm a big Air Force guy, so I got a lot of Air Forces that I haven't worn yet.
Jordans?
I got a lot of Jordans, yeah.
When you look, you're getting ready to go overseas.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to make some decisions.
Yeah,
here.
I know.
mean, you can't pack like a dozen pair of shoes. I mean,
Well,
Brandy's gonna go what, like 3 max?
No, I'm
No,
actually.
you need more than that, can't
Yeah,
you?
I'm gonna go like
Yeah.
6, 7.
Yeah.
I'm
6 or
bringing,
7.
Bring
Then
2 suitcases.
If you gotta have a shoe suitcase, you go
Yeah.
shoe suitcase.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Favorite Jordan?
My favorite pair of Jordans, I'll probably say my Travis Scott's, the
yeah.
low top fragments.
Yeah.
I'll probably say those are my favorite.
Okay.
Have
You got the
had-
originals
Yeah, I got the originals
in the original colors?
in original color.
Well, I see Brad. You got a bunch of shoes, don't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not like that.
Have you had any conversation with Ren Baker
Listen,
about his shoes?
I could get there though.
No,
I
I
love
haven't,
the
but,
shoe. Yeah, I love shoes.
I haven't, but I mentioned to him his shoe game is pretty nice.
Oh yeah, he's strong.
Who'd you ask about?
Ren.
Right.
Yeah, Ren's got good shoe game.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, okay, so you're a big shoe guy. I'm a sock guy.
What?
I mean, I'm very
First I've
What'd
heard
he
of
say?
this. Say he's a sock guy.
No,
You're
I'm
a sock guy.
What I mean is, I'm particular about the socks I wear. Okay, I don't have a great, but I'm particular. Do you not care about the socks?
No, I just wear Nike mid top socks. I get like a pair of white ones.
Just a standard. He's a
Yeah,
standard
just
sock
Yeah,
guy.
mid top. That's
Okay.
the only pair of socks I wear.
What's your sock issue?
I don't know. I just like I have to have the
Like a
sock.
certain brand?
You
You go all the way to the
smart
knee,
wool, like smart wool.
knee or mid calf?
No, like mid calf. But I am particular about the socks I wear, and I
When
want
the
them to feel it.
elastic goes away at the mid calf and they fall down, do you toss them?
Oh yeah.
You do?
Oh yeah.
You
Absolutely.
get a new pair.
How many pair of socks you have?
50, 100. No, not that many.
Black and blue, or do you mix in different colors?
No, just black and gray.
black and gray.
No
So-
brown. He went no brown. He went gray.
I got a brown, but I'm just like what do I have on today?
Gray.
Gray. Smart wool or Duluth?
Hey, what did we tell? Hey, what did we tell you? What did we tell you when we came in here and said, "Dude, we're just going to bounce around a little bit"? Yeah, I don't think you thought you'd see a guy lift his leg up to show a gray sock, did you?
I did it.
Nah.
You didn't think there'd be a sock discussion, period.
This is the only podcast that does that kind of stuff. Hey, by the way, Three Guys is brought to us by Gomart. Check this one out now. Are you digging for gold? With Gomart's 24-karat Gold Rush, it's your chance to strike it rich throughout this entire year of 2024. If you collect every single token that Gomart offers, you will get 24,000 bonus points at the end of the year. That's a golden opportunity you don't want to miss. Purchase a Ghost Energy product during the month of May and you get a special Ghost Hunt token to add to your collection. Check out the app. Visit gomart.com to learn more. You into energy drinks at all?
No, not at all. The only protein shakes I really drink are the Gatorade ones.
Mm-hmm. Yep. How about the setup you got in that?
Yeah, that was gonna say, let's talk food for a minute.
Like when you go over to that the smoothie, what do y'all call that? Like the drink area, down the weight room, the smoothie area. What is
That's
that
the
called?
fueling station. It's called
The fueling station.
You hit that daily?
Yeah, we it's mandatory. We have to right before we work out.
So what do you go with?
I go with a Gatorade bar and a Gatorade.
That's it.
Just a regular Gatorade like you're drinking now, just not a shake or anything.
No, not a shake. Usually drink those after.
What kind's the bar? What flavor?
Chocolate chip.
It's pretty good?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Not a huge aftertaste?
No, not a huge aftertaste.
How many calories you trying to get a day? Do you know?
Working on my protein intake.
Nah, I just
trying to get some advice.
Whenever my body tells me I'm full.
But they're not like you carry around one of those big gallons you got to drink all the time.
I don't, but I drink water a lot. I drink around.
You know how many? How many ounces?
I probably end up drinking a gallon a day, but I don't carry the jug.
But you
A lot
get
of guys
about a
carry those
gallon.
jugs.
Yeah, I get
do
about
they?
a gallon. Yeah,
Yeah.
they carry the jugs.
Yeah.
When you're going ones on ones, I have two questions. You're going the ones on the ones. Who on the offensive side do you look forward to hitting, and who on the offensive side do you dread like, oh gosh, this guy's coming at me?
I look forward to hitting Jaheim. Like as crazy as it sounds, but I think I've tackled him a good job. I had hit him one time. We were doing like a third down period, and it was 3rd-and-1, and I shot a gap and I laid him out. And I think he remembered that. So every time we do mountaineer tackling, I don't think he want to let me hit him again. So I haven't got him down since after that. But one guy, I mean, he don't bring fear into me, but it's like, damn, it's Traylon Davis. It's like when he's
He'll hit you?
when he's pulling, you gotta set the
he'll get
edge. Yeah, you gotta really bring your shoulder.
Yeah, you can get those tight ends sometimes are sneaky.
So you got to have your head on a swivel there.
Yeah. He's good at.
Why do you think Jaheim is as good as he is? What's he have?
I think his quickness, just the way he's able to move and rotate his body at a faster pace than anybody. I think that's really got him where he's at right now.
Yeah, we've been on a pretty long time here. We haven't even talked about your guy, C.J. Donaldson.
Yes, sir.
You both attended Gulliver together, and you knew him since he was 8 years old.
Yes, sir.
What did the 8-year-old C.J. Donaldson look like?
I mean, he was always pretty big. I think that's why I'm bigger than him now. But yeah, he was pretty tall. He's pretty tall. He's always been tall for his age, and he's always been kind of thick. But he was a big kid when he was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What did you think when they moved him over to running back?
Like when he first told me, because we shared an apartment at the time, our freshman year, and when he came home and told me that, I'm like, bro, no way. Like I just couldn't believe it. I was like, they'll give you probably like 3 days, and then you'll be back at tight end and receiver. But it was just that one scrimmage. We had a scrimmage during fall camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Bro, like he just took off, and I'm like, damn. And then next thing you know, he just got it in. Then like it was actually so crazy during the Pitt game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm looking at the screen, so like we're in a defensive huddle. I'm looking at the screen, and then you just see number 12 running the ball. I'm like, who the hell is that? I'm like, who the hell is that running the ball? They're like, CJ took the rock like that. I'm like, no way. And then it just took off from there.
Oh,
But I did not know who number 12 was running the ball.
When he came back to tell you that in the apartment, was he surprised by it? Was he excited for the opportunity? What was his demeanor when he told you?
He was confused himself because like he's not a runner. Now I still say personally he's not a running back. I always know him as a little H-back receiver sort of guy. So, but he's done a pretty good job at it.
Yes.
Yeah, he's been pretty good.
yeah, I'd
We
say
like him.
I'd say. So who you living with now?
I live alone.
Oh, really?
Alone. Yeah, yes sir.
Just you and the design team for the Neil Breezy T-shirt. Just that crew there.
Because it needs more quiet there for the design elements.
My design team's back home.
Yeah.
It's my mom and my sister.
All right, go back to food for a second. Train table. Kirchhoff moved us off that too fast. Favorite food item in the complex that you get? When it's out, you say, that's my thing. I go to that.
Fried okra.
Fried okra.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Haley, she only puts it out because of me, because I grill her about it every day. But I want fried okra, so when we have fried okra, I usually have a plate for fried
You hit
okra.
it.
They bred that, or they bred it. Breaded it up.
Yeah, they bred it up.
Okay. And Haley's the nutritionist?
Yes.
Okay. And, okay, so after okra, what's our proteins that we're going to crush? Chicken, steaks, what are you eating?
Yeah, what's like your daily protein?
I just got an idea on you, dude. I don't know why. I haven't talked about this. I would imagine you can consume large amounts of food.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you're crushing it, what are you banging away at?
You said what?
When you're crushing, like what do you go elbows down on? Like when do you do like this? Like what is it? Is it steak? Is it wings? Is it
It's actually oxtails. Like, we don't.
oxtail?
Yeah, Haley
What?
gets it. Yeah, Haley when she orders it, it's from Jamaican Spice, but I eat it every weekend. I get 2 plates of oxtails and white rice.
Mm-hmm.
Sound like that?
Yeah.
That's good.
Get that. You cook it down in sauce, and then pick out that tender meat and those oxtails. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's
good.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, that's good stuff. I like that. Okay, give me your takeaway
Hold
on
on.
this.
Are you a dessert guy?
Like
Sweets?
chocolate cake.
Yeah.
Like chocolate cake. Yeah.
Okay. That's about it, though,
Yeah,
desserts?
just chocolate cake.
Let me guess. No,
See, why couldn't I have been blessed with that? Like chocolate cake, that's it.
Yeah,
Why is it
chocolate
every single dessert under the sun?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a weakness, Brad.
Yeah, well, no question.
you guys,
Join the list.
over in the room in the weight room, you got all those things over in a corner, the bed, the chamber, all that stuff in there.
Yes, sir.
Do you take good advantage of that as far as recovery goes?
Yeah. Yeah. So the light bed actually since it has its injury feature and it actually helps your bones regenerate. So I've been getting that almost every day because Mike's been pushing me to get in there. But that cryo chamber, I try to stay away from it, even though Coach Mike, he made me get in there yesterday. Actually, after I got done working out, he wouldn't let us leave unless we got in it.
You don't like that? Just doesn't feel.
Why
good.
don't you like it?
It's cold. It probably get like negative 200. And that's cold.
Does it feel better, though, when you get out? Does it work?
Yeah, it definitely works. It definitely works. But just sitting there for 3 minutes, like it feels like your body's just on fire, and it's just
Yeah.
What does it do? What's it do?
it just
It's cold.
yeah,
It's cold?
It cools your body down. I don't really know the science behind it, but he tried to tell us, but it just goes over my
Reduce
head.
the
but
swelling and stuff, too?
yeah,
Isn't that
reduce-
part of what it does?
Sure, it's inflammation.
Yeah, body
Yeah.
inflammation.
Yeah.
Okay, what about the depth, the perception thing there, the chamber thing, where you go in there, they say after you go in that thing, you sleep like a baby. You gone to that thing?
Yeah, I have the
What's that, like the pool thing?
the water.
Yeah.
The water thing.
Yeah, it relaxes your muscles. You just sit back there and you float. It's like it got probably like a ton of salt in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly right.
And it relaxes your muscles. You're sitting there about 45 minutes, and you get out like your body feels loose.
It's like sensory deprivation.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's what
nice.
it is.
It's like you're tripping.
Okay. Well, this has been good. You've enjoyed it.
Yes.
I've enjoyed this. You
I have
enjoyed
too.
this? This
Yeah,
is good.
Absolutely.
This is good. Is this kind of what you thought it was?
No, I thought it was gonna be like an actual interview.
What do you think it was?
Yeah, like an actual interview. Like
it was going to be an actual interview.
Yeah.
Oh, hell with that.
No, we
Clip
don't
that.
do
That might be the promo for the show. I thought it was going to be an actual interview. Thank you. That's our promo now. That's right. That's about right.
Yeah, that's not what this is. I'm just like,
This
I
is not
told
an
you.
actual
I mean,
interview.
I didn't lie, right?
Yeah.
Before we started, I said,
Yeah.
okay, this is going to be like something you haven't done before. We're just going to sit around and talk. You talked to Garrett about coming on here?
No, I talked to Jaquay. Jaquay said
Oh,
he had,
really?
like a lot of fun. He said,
So
talking to you guys,
he gave
yeah.
us a sign off on it.
Yeah, he said
He
this
wants
is-
to be like a permanent host. Like he wants us to rename the show 4 Guys before the game.
He just liked that seat. He wants that
to come
seat.
on.
Yeah, Jaquay, he could talk. I love Jaquay. Yeah, he could talk.
Hey, give me a couple guys that fans may not know about yet on defense that you think
Good one.
are going to go like, boom, whoa, you're going to like this dude.
Zay Jennings for starters.
Yeah, we saw that.
Just
Yeah,
talked
saw that
about him.
Saturday.
Zay Jennings. I mean, he just moved to the spirit position, but man, when he gets going, that kid's electric. And as you seen in the spring game, he got a lot of potential. I think that's gonna be one of you guys next freshman All-American.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna give us a pretty good chance of being good this year. He's gonna help us in the back end.
Josiah Trotter does what?
He just find the football, and it's actually so crazy. Like I guess he just picks it up from his dad. He just born in his genes. But that dude, he has a attack for the football, and just his knowledge about football is just crazy. It's just something that you just at a 19-year-old kid, like you just wouldn't find that.
I think he'll be that guy that's going to be barking out pre-snap, going like, "It's going there, it's going right."
I mean, actually, he had a play like that, and it was actually so crazy. Like every coach in the building was trying to figure out, like, what did he see and how did he know it? It was crazy. So I'm on the left side. I was playing Mike at the time. And he was playing Will, and he seen the tunnel screen before the play even started, and he just shot over there, but he missed the ball. But Coach Coons just goes to him. He's like, like, how did you know that? How did you know it was gonna be a screen? Like, tell me so I could teach the group. Like, how did you see it in there? Every offensive coach in the building was trying to figure out, like, how did he know it was gonna be a screen? Like, he just
saw it.
before the ball snap, he just crossed my face, and I'm like, what are you doing? But he almost picked the screen.
Yeah, those are the great ones, man.
Yeah.
Those that have that knowledge and get it, they're scary. And then you have the natural ability, then it becomes a package.
Yes, sir.
That really changes your room this year, right?
sir.
You're back, then Trotter's in. Cutter got so much experience last year. I'm sure he's taken a step forward,
Yes, sir.
right? Reed Carrico comes in. You have some depth. Caden Beiser.
Yes, sir.
For the first time in a number of years, there's a lot of depth in your room now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Can't mention too much, but I think we got a really good thing going on.
Yeah, don't give any trade secret.
We got a really good thing going on in that room, and I love where this group is headed.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want Neil Breezy to get on us and say
never.
Trey went on there and talked about us.
Never, Coach.
Exactly. Hey, so what was that defensive formation y'all used on Saturday? Everyone stacked behind the center. What's that called?
I can't display that.
No, well, I mean, what's it? I mean,
can't say what it's called in case they have to bark it out, and then they have to get into that. You don't want to
What
did they do?
divulge that.
What was it?
Well, what it was how many are 5?
Yeah, that was just something we made up for the spring game.
Yeah, okay. 5 defensive players lined up behind the center. Stack.
Yeah, it's called stack.
Yeah, stack. Stack look.
Yeah.
5 defensive players in a row
In front of the center?
in front of the center.
Yeah.
It has to make the center nervous.
Yeah, it doesn't know where the mic is.
Yeah.
Doesn't know where the mic is. Okay, this is all good. Yeah, this is all good. Okay, so Zay and Trotter. Anybody else?
Nate, Big Nate. He has potential too. He's been getting really better since he got here. With Fertomer and Hammond Russell.
Those guys are good. Yeah,
yeah, pushing him and just showing him. But yeah, he has a good chance of helping us.
How about French, the newcomer?
Ty French. Yeah, Ty French. He has a high motor. That dude.
You'll get to the quarterback.
Yeah, that dude's fast. To be in a position that he's in, that dude's fast. Him and TB, I think if we ever get into a position where they're both on the field at the same time, I think it'd be a nightmare for the quarterback.
Tyron Bradley. TB, yeah. Speaking of Tyron Bradley and Hammond Russell, how about their arms? Throwing the football. Did you see Hammond Russell?
Yeah.
I mean, he lined up. He was bringing it.
Yeah.
Both quarterbacks in high school, right? So they can throw it.
Yeah. TB has a strong arm. Like when we're getting ready for practice and stuff, we'll throw the ball around, but he'll launch that thing probably 60, 70 yards just in the indoor.
Wow.
There's a lot of guys on this team that can throw it that aren't quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Jaheim can throw it.
Jaheim can throw it. Wyatt Milam could have been a Major League Baseball pitcher. Did you know that? Milam could have been.
I just found that
truly.
out. I just found that out when we went to the baseball park for our little team event.
He was a stud in high school. Yeah.
I seen his swing. I was like, yeah, he could win.
Oh, yeah.
Left-handed pitcher, 6'6", throwing in the 90s when he was 15. He could have. Hammond Russell, Bradley can throw it.
Pac-Man Fox.
Pac-Man Fox.
Yeah. Pac-Man Fox could too. So but you want to catch it. You don't want to throw it. You want to be a receiver for a snap.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all good. All right.
What did we not cover?
Well, we did a lot.
We covered a lot, including Kirchhoff's socks.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to
Did
go
you,
to his
I didn't think
socks.
we'd go there.
Did you hang with Pat White at all Saturday?
No, I didn't.
Now, did you know who he was? Or
I
was
did,
that,
yeah.
You did know who he was?
I did, yeah. But Pat McAfee was my coach, and he was on the other side, so really couldn't get involved with him too much.
What was the McAfee experience like for you?
It was crazy. That dude, he's actually himself. I mean, he didn't change not one bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
True that.
Yep. He was actually late to our game, so
Yeah.
he's actually late to our game, so that tells you about him.
Yeah. Good night.
Yeah, both those guys, legends.
Yeah, they were.
It was a great call by Neil to bring those guys in, especially bringing McAfee back because of bad experience after the Pitt game. So it was just nice to have him back.
100%. And both those guys said that. They said they both said this. I don't come back enough. Because, hey, that's the same thing, right? Once a Mountaineer, always a Mountaineer.
Yes, sir.
And I know you're still a baby, but like 10 years from now, 15 years from now, when you come back here, that's how it's going to be.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't go away.
Yeah.
3 guys before the game, brought to us in part by Lou Wendell Marine Sales. And right now, they've got the largest inventory that they will have all year long. Check out some of those bad boys. We got tri-tunes. We got every kind of tune you want. We got Looney Tunes,
Self-parking.
self-parking boats. They're right there. Look how easy those got parked in there, right?
Parked perfectly in there.
Absolutely. And anything you need when it comes to your
Laser
boating,
parking.
they've got it. It's LouWendellMarineSales.com. Lou Wendell, located in St. Albans. They've been in business for 45 years. So check it up at LouWendellMarineSales.com. If you go to the website, you click on the live camera, and you can see the boats, the water, and the whole deal. And there's some of them tubes that Trey is going to be riding on later this summer on Cheat Lake.
Oh, Brad, I found out Chuck actually had sold his
inner tube?
Sold his cobwebby
Yeah,
inner
look at
tube.
that.
No, it was
Yeah.
in great shape, and he sold it.
So now I definitely have to get to Lou Wendell Marine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, good deal.
All
All right.
right. Because today'd be a good boating day.
Oh,
It's supposed to be mid-80s here in Morgantown.
Yeah,
we should
great.
leave after the
Thursday.
show.
Great day. So tomorrow when you go back home, you traveling with any of your buds? Any Florida guys going back down with you or by yourself?
No, I'm by myself.
Okay. All right, that's good.
First class or coach?
Nah, coach.
All right.
Yeah.
One of these days, that first class will be coming.
Breezy
Yeah,
didn't hook you
A
up.
couple more Neil Breezy shirts. That'd be fine first class. Got to
What
get
was
those going.
So that's Trey Lathan
Dot.
myshopify.com. TreyLathan.com. TreyLathan.myshopify.com.
Or follow him on Twitter. Follow you on Twitter.
Yes,
And
sir.
just click the link.
Yeah.
What's your big social?
what I
Like when you social media, where do you social media? What's your go-to? You an IG guy? You?
I say I'm Twitter.
Okay.
I think a lot of stuff come up on the sport page, and a lot of people you follow,
Yeah.
and it just pop up on your timeline. So I just go to Twitter from that side.
Same.
Mhm.
I just followed you.
Appreciate it. I gotta follow you back.
Please do.
Is that why you said it twice now? You wanted to follow you back. You've told him twice.
Yeah, I did want him to follow me.
What sports do you follow as a fan? Are you an NBA guy?
Yeah, I'm a Miami Heat fan.
Miami Heat fan.
Yeah,
Huh?
Miami everything.
Little rough there in the playoffs.
Last
huh?
night, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not our GM or Eric Spoelstra or none, but I think we need to sign more quality players.
There you go.
Need
That
more
normally
dudes.
normally works.
Well, Jimmy Butler being out didn't help.
Yeah, but
that
yeah,
doesn't help the cause.
But I think even with Jimmy, I'm personally not a big Jimmy fan, but he's done a lot for the Miami Heat. But I think we need like a bigger star.
What is it that you don't like about Butler?
Me personally, I'm a basketball guy, but I don't really know too much about basketball. But I like somebody that's gonna take a three and drive to the hoop, and I think that's just not his game. But I mean, he does pretty good for
So
us.
you like basketball?
Yeah, I like basketball, but I don't like playing.
You know they have a West Virginia guy on their team. Haywood Highsmith went to school right up the road in Wheeling. You know
Yeah,
that?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Fairmont and Willie, right? Dad, the whole
Yeah,
connection.
Fairmont. Yeah,
So big Dolphins guy too.
Yes, sir. Huge Dolphins fan.
Huge.
Huge.
Marlins,
they go to the Super
course.
Bowl this year. A lot of people picking the
Of course.
Dolphins.
Panthers,
Of course.
all of them.
Yes, sir.
So you're just a South Florida dude.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Except a Hurricanes fan. No, that's the only thing I'm not Miami.
You're out of Miami.
No, I'm not a Miami Hurricanes fan.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. It's just something about it growing up. I just really disliked about it. And then I also went to a lot of Florida State camps when I was younger, so I'm a Florida State fan at heart, but not really Miami
Mhm.
Hurricanes fan.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you got to pick them down there. I mean, you got to make some courses. Now, we're going to do a little textual healing. You good for textual healing?
good.
All right, Trey Lathan is going to get ready for his first ever textual healing. Let's play it, man. Let's do the textual healing. Let's do.
Who's this brought to you by?
Well, when it plays, and it's asking me like, what player do I want it to play on? It's never asked me that question. Like, we better.
Computer
What in the heck is this?
Uh-oh.
Welcome to Windows Media Player. It's never asked me that before.
What's happening?
I mean, I don't have to.
So we don't have the music?
I hope I don't have to sing it. Oh, there it is. Let's do it.
Thank you.
See, you hear what it's saying, man? When you get that feeling, you get that textual healing. When the Mountaineers play. So you get it?
Yeah, I get it.
All right. Let's do this thing. Textual Healing is brought to us by episode800.com. That's where we sell our merch, our shirts, our coffee, our popcorn, our hats, and first time ever, since Trey's here, we've got 5 Peterbilt tractor trailers that we've got on there right now.
Unconfirmed.
Yeah.
Nice Peterbilt reference.
By the way, game day grind.
Oh, Game Day Grind Coffee.
You don't have yours again. I'm doing this because you started it. Now you don't even do it.
I'll bring it. I'll start to make more. I'll start to bring more. All right, let's do textual healing.
You have until 4 in the morning now.
You will.
Coffee. Won't sleep.
Texter. Hoppy, I don't know if you've seen this or not yet. My daughter graduated from Marshall last Saturday. I can confirm that the commencement speaker, Chris Hardner.
No, Gardner.
Oh, it's Gardner's a mistype. It's typo there, right?
Yeah, Chris Gardner.
Gardner asked, "Where is Hoppy?" This is from a P1 female listener, Candy, who wrote that. So he actually did say that when he went to the stage.
Drop my name on it?
Yeah.
So we got a text last
2
week
people
asking
confirmed
about that.
Yeah. Because Chris Gardner, who
What did he write?
he wrote The Pursuit of Happiness.
Okay.
The
Which
Pursuit
then
of
turned into a movie with Will Smith, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's a motivational speaker. And I had him on the show because he was going to be the commencement speaker. Really outgoing guy, incredible guy. Put me on the defensive immediately. And and at the end of the interview, I said, well, you'll be the commencement speaker Saturday at Marshall. He said, will you be there? And I said, no, I'm not planning to be there. I don't think I will. He says, why not? I was like, because I'm not going to be there. So he was giving me a hard time about that. Then he dropped my name.
Right when he got all those people, he said, "Where's Hoppy?"
Where's Hoppy?
That's hilarious.
Hoppy shamed at the graduation.
Yogi Chris in Salt Lake City, Utah writes in, "I love the Senators' stats show. However, it feels like cliff notes for WVU and their opponents' strengths and weaknesses to assist them in defeating each other. Have you guys ever considered how this could assist our opponents? The timing of the stats before the game? So you could be giving information, Brad, that the other team is using to beat the world champion Mountaineers, if they ever had a chance to do that. By the way," he said, "Tony had a great road warrior trick to keep the Klondike bar and other food off your clothes when you're driving. Simply get a large bath towel in your vehicle. You put that over your clothes while you're indulging while driving. I can't wait to see the gold and blue in Utah." You ever eat, Trey, when you're driving, like down the road? That Klondike bars, you know those ice cream bars? Yeah. So, like, those are hard to eat because that chocolate, it fragments and breaks off, and it just falls on your clothes. So what he's basically saying is get a towel while you're driving. You'd advocate for that, wouldn't you?
Of course.
Yeah.
How about
He's not a Klondike bar guy.
Well,
just chocolate cake.
Another item for him to sell on the Shopify site, he can get the Trey Lathan towel for driving bibs.
If he better get on it, because otherwise we'll have the 3 guys lap towel.
So is Chris worried that Texas Tech's listening to this, and when I drop those stats, that might tip them off to some matchups?
Yeah. Hey, what did
Thank you,
PFF?
Chris. I appreciate that, but I think they're looking at their own stuff too.
What was the most common theme on PFF about Trey?
Pass rush, just overall pass rush.
And you told him, what stat did you give him that he led the team in and he played
quarterback hits?
You led the team in quarterback hits in 4 games for the whole season.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a chance.
Was top 10 in Big 12 pass rush almost all year while he played the first 4 games. Trey was.
Wow.
Texter says on the Garrett Green and Pat White.
Here's the thing about that.
Huh.
So he's top 10. We would highlight sometimes the matchup of Trey versus whomever the left or right tackle was, wherever he's going to be lining up. I'm pretty sure, like the opponent when they played Pitt, I'm pretty sure Pitt was aware of Trey Lathan before I said it on the show.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I think
it probably jumped out on film before I ever had to say that you were pretty good. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Eye in the sky does not lie.
Yeah, that guy.
Right. Someone said on the Garrett Green and Pat White comparison, the obvious similarity between those two is throwing the ball. Beyond that, is there anything common in baseball that helps with speed, elusiveness, decision-making, etc., like a quarterback? Would it pay to look for quarterback recruits who also play baseball?
Brad, it's up your alley. Baseball guy.
I would think most of them have played baseball at some point. That's a natural, easy transition for guys growing up to be in both of those sports. So I don't know that you have to look for it. I think there's a lot of them that have done that.
Yeah. Texter says, he sent us a picture of the 2010 Mountaineer basketball team. There's 16 dudes on that, and he said, hey, I can't read that far away, but something about transfer portal days, what changed. I counted those guys. There's 16 dudes there. 4, 8, 12, 16. 4 of those guys did transfer. So you did have a 25% departure rate back then. But
what is that? That's the Final Four team?
Yeah, pretty much that was the Final Four team, yes. Yeah, pretty much that's the Final Four team. Yeah, there's Missoula there, bottom left. Kevin Jones, Deshaun, Johnny West, Devin Ebanks. Dalton Pepper left. Danny Jennings left. Again, a couple other guys.
Trey, you're going to stay, right?
Of course.
Well, sure. Got nowhere to go.
Mountaineer.
Well, he's a guy.
He's a mountaineer. Okay.
Mountaineer.
Just want to make sure. Portal.
Interesting.
All that
Selling
kind
Neil
of stuff.
Breezy T-shirts.
Well, that's true. He wouldn't be
Well,
selling
that'll
Neil
help
Breezy.
instead.
If he,
Buy some Neil Breezy T-shirts. That helps.
I can't wait. This dude, when you go overseas, you're going to go they're going to tour you around Germany. You're going to find that one fabric factory, and you're going to have the Neil Breezy European fabric version of it. Don't you think? Neil in a nice chenille. That's what that'll be. Texter says it appears the three guys are now executive producers of a Tony Award-nominated Broadway show. It's pronounced Illinois, just as Tony intended. The show is a mysterious, deeply moving, and unforgettable dance musical. Will autographed playbills be for sale on episode800.com? Also, do you have a favorite musical or theater-style play that you've seen in person signed by Matt in Pittsburgh? I've seen
That was Illinois, by the way. That was good.
what the heck did I see? The one with the music from ABBA, Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia. Yeah.
Saw that in Toronto, and I saw the really big one. What the heck is oh my gosh, about the history of the American Revolution and the president?
Hamilton.
I saw that in
Yeah.
Chicago. Are you a play guy at all or a movie guy?
I actually just seen Hamilton. We went to New York.
Oh, yeah, you
they
guys
took-
did.
they took us to
What'd you think,
Hamilton.
man? Was that a
It was-
wow?
I mean, at first I didn't think I was gonna like it, but man, when they started singing and stuff, it was
Tremendous,
amazing. Yeah,
right?
it was amazing.
Yeah.
So mine would be one year for the Big East tournament when we were there. We got tickets to go over to a Broadway show. I was not happy. Not happy about the tickets.
You didn't want to go.
I didn't want to miss the games.
Right.
We were missing games.
And then you went?
it was against I was
All right.
vehemently protesting.
Okay.
Hoppy going to Broadway. Did not want to go to the Broadway show.
Didn't want to go.
Didn't want to miss games at the Garden.
Understood.
And did you enjoy the play?
Blown away. Loved it. Lion King.
Oh,
yeah.
Like fifth
that's
row.
strong.
Right? I mean, it was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah,
Capital
absolutely.
A.
I saw.
So I was okay that I missed Rutgers, BC that night at the Garden. All due respect.
With all due respect to
All due
Rutgers and BC. Yeah.
Les Mis.
Yeah, you saw
I
that?
saw that in London, I think, and that was really good. Rent. Saw Animal King. Loved Animal King.
Yeah.
It was good.
You're going to go to Todd Rundgren. He's on High Street.
We had, I got to tell you.
You're such a goof, Hoppy. I'm not dealing with you anymore. Try to help the guy. He does. Hey, Trey, you say you're a homebody?
Yeah.
Like, you could chart him. He doesn't leave anywhere. He goes here and he goes home. That's it. Tried to get the guy to get some socialization. Got Todd Rundgren, one of the all-time great musical performers
Hall of Fame.
in the world.
Hall of
I
Fame.
tried to get him. It's about an eighth of a mile up the road. He won't. You're not going to go.
Well,
You're such a slap.
It was a big discussion at the Kirchhoff household last night.
It was voted no.
It was.
Well, you can't go now because if you show up and Rundgren sees you there, he's going to know that your wife didn't want you to go. So just call it.
It's not that. It's another time.
Hey,
Trey didn't want to hear this.
Speaking of world famous musicians, was over getting some game day grind in person over Mountaineer Roasting here in
Was he-
Morgantown.
is he
Rusty.
home?
Charles Wesley Godwin
Oh,
coming out.
really?
Yeah, talked to him and his wife.
He was just in California.
Well, he was on his way. So this was Wednesday. Ran into him Wednesday morning. He was playing Wednesday night in Tallahassee.
Yes, he was.
He was
Then
loading up with
Jacksonville.
some beans for that nice espresso
really?
machine that we showed. Yeah, he's headed down there. So
How's
it's
his
great.
tour going? Do you say?
Great, loving it.
Hey, you
Just
remember when
headed to
Charles Wesley
Tallahassee.
spoke to you guys in August?
I did.
That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was amazing.
He is blowing up. He is blowing up.
Doing
right
big
now.
boy concerts now.
Yeah,
boy.
big boy.
I ran into Neil Breezy at the airport.
Excuse me?
I was coming back the other day,
Yeah.
and in the Pittsburgh airport,
Right?
here comes Neil Breezy. Right in. And immediately we stopped, exchanged pleasantries, immediately had to weigh in that here it was a couple days before the end of the portal, and he had to go to Arizona. He was not happy
Not
about
happy.
that.
No.
He was upset about
probably
that.
right.
It's not the team.
He is right.
You're probably right.
Why they scheduled this meeting
Can
in
we
Arizona?
schedule the
like
meetings
that?
on May 3rd?
So did he come to you guys and say, hey, look, I got to go. I don't
Yeah.
want to go. He told
We had a team meeting. He was like, man, I got to go. If not, I'm going to get fined. So he was like, I got to. That's
true. That
He
is
was
true.
not happy about that.
No, he told me that
Got
too.
work to do.
Yeah.
Texter.
Sitting around
For
shaking hands in
Brad.
Arizona.
Yeah.
For
What?
Brad, these
Oh.
are smaller than Santa's boots. Jeff from Sandyville.
What are they?
What are they?
I don't know, but what's it say?
Mistakes?
What's that say?
Medals. Is that what it says? Medals?
But those are not
Is
Santa's
that what it
boots?
says, Trey? You got good vision.
Yeah,
Does
what's
that
that
says
say?
medals?
Reese medals.
Reese medals.
Yep.
I made a mistake. And during
saw
their
that?
Christmas,
can
we
see
had
that.
some
Good eyes.
Reese's on here, and I thought that with the design looked like Santa's boot. Instead, it was a damn candy cane. And these guys get on me.
We like Reese peanut butter cups on this show.
sure somebody
Never get any free. Never get any
Texture.
sent to us.
Santa's
Never
boot.
get any sponsorship out of it, but we still
I
endorse.
got a great idea. Let's do Santa's boot. Christmas time.
Hey, three guys. Random thing. I stumbled onto that.
Comes out at Christmas time.
Here's a rumble.
To his defense.
Random thought that I stumbled onto that I thought Hoppy might enjoy. I love the show. Stephen Falls Church, Virginia. Every single person who confuses correlation and causation ends up dying. There you go. Texter.
That's pretty harsh.
From Jim in Charleston, with Tony hoping to make amends with West Virginia's accountants, I'm reminded of a quote that I read from a celebrity known for her partying lifestyle. I think Tara Reid, but I'm not sure. When asked about her lifestyle, she said, "Life is for having fun. If you don't want to have fun, go be an accountant."
Ouch.
I shared that with my accountant, who does like to have fun, and he had a good laugh.
That's an unfair
Make it clear that you didn't
generalization.
say that. That's from the famous philosopher Tara Reid. You didn't say that. We don't need to get any more trouble with the accountants.
We're
Especially, yeah,
we're
with
doing a
tomorrow.
live
Going
show
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Live show tomorrow in front of accountants.
Dicey
down
as
in
it
Charleston.
is.
By the way, speaking of that event, can you still go? Tickets still available?
Sure. Just go to wvscpa.org.
And it's open to non-accountants.
Yes, you
which
don't
would
have to be a
really
member.
be doing us a favor if we had some non-accountants in the room just to make sure we had a favorable response.
Yeah.
Also, along that, did you pre-production meeting here live? Did you get us a separate stage away from you, or are we all sharing one?
All sharing one right next to each other in case anything breaks out. You guys are involved too.
Let him go up first.
Yeah, and then you
We'll
sit
just
next
hang
to
in the
him.
back.
Texter says, so excited for WVU basketball's newest player. If you know, you know. Certainly looks like DeVries is getting all of the players. So Javon Small, Oklahoma State transfer, commits to WVU. I saw him play last year, obviously, when West Virginia played Oak State.
That's a
Really
big get.
really
That's a
big
big
pickup.
get.
Yeah.
Some services have West Virginia's transfer portal class right now ranked at 5.
Most had him as the number one point guard available in the portal. We'll do a breakdown on him coming up in a future show, but that's a nice get, a needed get, and a super addition for Darren DeVries.
So you have Tucker DeVries, who was number 1 best portal prospect coming in, and then you get the number 1 point guard. Some services have him as high as number 5 in transfer portal class. But even with Small, you got 7 scholarship guys. So you still need to go get a half a dozen other dudes. They all don't have to be studs, but you need to still go get some dudes, and they will.
But you got your 1 and your 4.
You got your 1 and your 4.
Yeah, and you got
got
another
5
guard
this
in
week.
Sincere Harris. You got a 6'8". So you feel like your rotation's pretty well close to where it's going to be. Now you're filling out roster.
Yeah.
Devin on the Goshen Road writes, I know it's early and roster isn't finalized, but what does your gut tell you on the total wins for next year? I'm thinking over under 16.5. Brad, spreads. Also, has there been, to anyone's knowledge, a team in college basketball that's returned no players? The gentleman a couple of episodes back set the over under returning at 1.5. He set a stellar line. And one step further, of the teams that have had 2 or fewer returning players, West Virginia's got 1. How many of those teams have fared the following year? Something to effort on. Thanks for all your laughs. You guys, without a doubt, are my favorite food podcast.
Nice.
Devin and Goshen.
Thank you, Devin.
Talk a lot about food. And here's the last one for you. Texter says, I'm paddling my way to Lou Wendell Marine Sales listening to episode 550. So there he is
Nice
in a
shot.
kayak.
Yeah.
Nate in the Kanawha River.
Yeah, it's a capital there in the background, Hoppy.
Yes.
Yeah, there would
Gold
be.
Dome.
So he's on his way to St. Albans there and visit Lou Wendell Marine Sales.
Go get a motor.
Very nice.
Do you think so? You've done any kayaking? You ever done?
I have.
You like that?
Yeah. It's a lot of effort though. But
Yeah.
I've
Well,
done
I mean, yeah, you got
Paddleboard?
paddleboard. I did it once, but I had fell in the school of jellyfishes, and then I never did it again.
Yeah, good
So
call.
you have. So this is what we've established.
Don't like the jellyfish.
No.
You have issues with sea life. You went jellyfish and you went sharks. And this might be something as discovery for you. May not have known this. This could be holding you back in life. Jellyfish and sharks.
Actually, too, when I was 10 years old,
Now what? A
I got caught in
pariah?
a rip current.
Oh,
I
that's
got
no
caught in a
joke.
rip current in the Keys, and it was actually crazy. I went out with one of my friends and his dad, and we went diving for a starfish, and then I just got caught in a rip current, and I wasn't aware of the swim along with the rip current, and then I started floating away. So we just started floating away from the boat. We ended up probably like 300 yards away from the boat, and then it's actually a big thing called the Coast Guard. and then just a parasailing company boat had picked us up and eventually brought us to land.
How old?
10 years ago.
Oh, that's
So
scary.
it was. So yeah. So no, all kidding aside, it was real.
Yeah, it was real. Pretty much. Yeah, it was real.
I get it, man.
Yeah.
Scary.
I'm impressed you get back in the water.
Well,
Yeah.
After that.
he stays in the bathtub now.
Yeah.
just I got 2 walls there. I'm good with that. That's enough for me.
Don't
Yeah.
blame him.
I had a situation too. I had a situation with
Rafting.
rafting, whitewater rafting.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so it's just like, oh yeah,
Oh yeah, I think I have heard that.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that
that's-
was true, right?
that was real.
You want to tell that?
That was just scary as hell. I mean, we went up.
Got banged up pretty good, didn't you?
I did. Went upside down. Foot went under. Got stuck on a rock, and my foot got wedged under a rock, underneath, and I'm underneath the water. And that scares the heck out of you.
Yeah.
That wakes you up. Yeah, that wakes you up. Fortunately, just kept ripping my foot. Shoe came off. Everything came off. I was able, my foot, and it was slid right up. Came up. I still got a little scar on my leg. And my buddy, Dino, I was with Dino Colombo. He got me. I got up to the raft, and he just grabbed me and just threw me up.
Did you go the rest of the raft trip?
No, that was it. That was it. Stopped it right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, other boats had to come, get the people out. There's 8 of us. Had people get come, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a day. Yeah, that was a day.
Did you take on water?
No, I didn't. I was good. I want a funny story about that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just go into this. So they gave us our money back which is very unusual, because the guide had really misplayed this badly. So they give us our money back. So we called ourselves the survivors. Okay. So when we came back, we had a survivors dinner, and we took the money that was going to go to that, and we went and had big dinner. So on the way back, we had money left over. And so these guys go like, we got to go to the casino and take the money and play one hand of blackjack.
Put it all in.
Put it all in. Okay?
Mhm.
Go play one hand of blackjack. And we hit.
Wow.
And we had another dinner. Now this is a hand, right?
Okay.
We did it 4 times. Dinner, money left over, back to the casino, hit 4 times on the survivors trip. Got 4 dinners.
Wow.
So almost died, but we got 4 dinners.
Pretty good run. Yeah, 4 dinners almost
So,
died.
like you, Trey, I'm in the tub.
Give or take.
I'm in the tub, man. That's
Give
it.
and take.
That's all we're doing.
Life's about give and take, Kirchable.
There it is. Absolutely.
Trey Lathan, our very special guest on 3 Guys Before the Game, sponsored in part by our buddy Fine Looking Phil at Daniel's Men's Store in Morgantown. He happens to have 5-star threads. You name it, Phil's got it. Thanks to Phil for bringing us Trey Lathan.
And by the way, I was working my shift there this week. He's got some nice new stuff in. You better get there
Oh,
fast.
I know. I was in there. Saw he's got like sweet stuff.
Great sport coats, but there's some summer wear that's arriving. You'll want to go check it out.
Like
in fact,
super
I was putting
nice?
some on a mannequin yesterday. You put it on the mannequin, then you take the sides, and
Right.
you pin them back.
you
little
pin it
stick
so-
pin,
oh, yeah.
so it comes down nice.
Yeah.
Did that
So
yesterday.
You pin those, yeah. So you pin it, so you get cut like him.
Take the back. It's cut. It looks like Trey Lathan.
Yeah, it looks
for all
like
of us
Trey
that aren't
Lathan.
Cut like Trey Lathan.
It's the Trey Lathan.
Mannequin looks like that.
Go to Daniel's Men's Store and take a look at the Trey Lathan mannequin. It's like a perfect V. That's
good.
He's got traps. He's got everything. It's just like perfect.
So I put that out this week during my shift.
All right. Hey, listen, man. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you guys for having me.
Thank
you, Trey.
It's our pleasure. We wish you the absolute best on the summer, on the season. As you know, as you can tell, we're following you, so we're all amped up.
Don't forget to follow me.
Oh, I will.
Yeah,
I got
follow
you.
Hoppy.
I got you.
He'll give
And
he'll
get
give
to
you a
TreyLathan.myshopify.com for your
Bingo.
Neil Breezy shirt.
Get your Neil Breezy shirt. If you don't, then you're really not a fan. All right. 3 Guys brought to us by Comax Business Systems, keeping West Virginia's business data safe, secure, and efficient for 25 years. By GoMark, go for good times. Go for GoMark. Get your rewards card. Upload and download their brand new app. Save on your food and your fuel. And by Lou Wendell Marine Sales in St. Albans. They sell family fun. Visit LouWendellMarineSales.com. We're done. Episode 551, special summer guest, Trey Lathan. Be well. We'll see you.